everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Angie Radiant, and this video is going to be a simple makeup look to enhance the beauty, and also this is great for beginners and for people who don't wear a lot of makeup or want to do the makeup no makeup look, which is me. So if you stay tuned, I hope that you enjoy this video, and if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe right below and also check off that bell icon so you can stay up to date with all of my new and future posts. Also, I don't know what's going on with my skin. Like, I've been doing my skin regimen, but I think it's what I've been eating and also the change of weather that's causing me to have dry patches. Like, I have it here, I have it here, I have one on my cheek somewhere, and then like my legs are having dry patches too. It's like my eczema is coming back. I don't know what's going on. This weather definitely needs to chill. As you can see, I don't have any makeup on. I did get my brows microbladed. There's a video that I'll also link below about my microblading experience. Outside of that, there's no other alteration to my face, no foundation, anything like that. You can tell, you can see all my imperfections, my beautiful flaws, I like to call them. If you're new at doing your eyebrows and would like to learn, I have a link below on how I do my brows. This is before I got my microblading done, so you get to see my natural brows and how I actually fill it. So for people with sparse eyebrows and you don't know how to do it, that would be great, because I also had sparse eyebrows before I got my brows microbladed. So definitely click that link below. So now we are going to use eye primer here from, what is this? Bobbi Brown. And you just use just a little. If you're wondering where I got it from, I'm pretty sure you can get it from anywhere. I got mine from Macy's. If you're wondering why I'm using a primer that's a mattifying primer, it's because I really actually have oily skin. I know, like, outside of the dry patches that's happening on my skin right now, typically my face is extremely oily, so I like using mattifying everything, because if not, I'm going to be looking like, you know, I put a whole case of Vaseline on my face, or I put a whole bunch of grease on my face, and that's not cute. So now I'm going to put this on my upper lip. Oh, wait a minute. I think this is the wrong one. This is the one that I typically use. I always forget like what color I'm using, so when I go there I'm like, oh crap, what do I typically use? And then I'm like, you know what, I don't care. I'm putting my foundation over it anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. Maybe it is toffee, because I just picked up another one that was toffee too. So I just like blending the concealer out to like kind of hide my imperfections, like my mustache. Ooh, baby. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe that was the reason why that was filled, because I realized that was not the right one. Okay, so I found another concealer in my makeup box here. It is a CNC concealer, which is what I use a lot. And then my LA Girl Pro Concealer, I don't know where that went, so that's somewhere. But we're just gonna like go back over these spots, just blend it out. Yeah, this is the color that I needed. Don't worry, your foundation is gonna hide these crazy little marks all over your face. And if you don't have any acne marks, acne scars, any imperfections, scarring on your face of any sort, then you can just skip this step. So this is my Fenty Beauty. I don't like using a lot, so I just do like little pumps, like that first little pump that comes out. That's what I like doing all over my face. What I generally like using for my foundation is a foundation brush, but because I have to clean all of my foundation brushes, actually I think I have like one over there that I can use. That's fine. I'm using my makeup sponge by Real Techniques. This is a fresh sponge or a clean sponge, and I already damped it, so that's why it's big in size. And make sure you're always using your makeup sponge while it's damp, okay? You don't want to use it dry. And I just like to pat into the skin. And if you feel like you have to add, you can always add more as you go. I would just say maybe finish that first layer. I just like to use one layer, and if I notice that, you know, I didn't get a spot good enough, I'll just go back and, you know, correct it. Which is easier. I think the brush might be easier, but then you also want to have a good brush that can like really blend in your makeup, because no one likes having like brush streaks of foundation all over the face. Plus that doesn't look really good. And on the eye, if you wanted to use concealer, you always can. I would just suggest getting one that's like, your skin tone, because that will look the best. Okay, so now that I'm finished blending in the bottom half of my face, I'm actually going to take off my scarf here. My forehead is always darker than the rest of my face because I'm two-tone like a crazy person. And I'm going to now, I don't mess up my edges. Because I had my scarf on earlier, I know I didn't put primer all over my forehead, so I'm just going to add just a smidge of my Bobbi Brown mattifying primer here. And once again, you just do that first little pump till you get to the first break, I guess. So we're just gonna keep on moving along. My phone case just fell, but that's okay. I'll live without it. So I'm going to try to do half my face. I should have done half my face so you guys can see a difference, but I'm sure you saw the transformation. I'm sure you saw the glow up. And we're going to get as close as we can to our eyebrows. The best part about the method that we did with our eyebrows as far as cleaning the top half with foundation is that you don't have to get close to your eyebrows, just close enough to where you place that foundation at when you were cleaning the eyebrows up. And even if you are using a sponge and you happen to hit your eyebrows, you can always just fill it back in. So now we're going to move on to our concealer here. I got this from Sephora. It's my Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Concealer in the color 430. And I just like to do little triangles, if you will. I do it here, down the bridge of my nose. I just put like a smidge on my chin, and then I do like little lines on my forehead. I don't put anything here because I just like using my powder to like do that part. And again, this is a natural look. Wait, where am I looking? This is a natural look, so you don't want to go too crazy, but if you will, or if you want to, you always can. I'm actually going to use the opposite side of the brush here because all my other makeup sponges are currently in the pile to be cleaned. So I'm just gonna pat my nose, pat my chin. You see how I gave my bridge on my nose like make it seem like it's more leaner. So I'm going to then do underneath my eyes. And I do kind of try to bring it down some because I have big cheeks and I want that slimming effect. And we will be contouring, a light contour of the face. Make sure you also look up so you get underneath or your lower eyelid. Is there such thing as lower eyelid? I don't know, but you want to get this area here on your eyelid. And you're really pressing into the skin. Before I go into the other side, I kind of do my upper lip and then make my way over here. The new foundation color, honestly, I was so happy that she came out with it because I'm like, oh my god, this is like the shade. Like, I thought 440 was close enough, and I switched from Fenty. I switched from Estee Lauder to Fenty Beauty, and ever since I did that switch, I have not used any other foundation. Like, this works so well on my skin, and I have extremely oily skin, and it keeps my oily skin at the very minimum. And lastly, we're going to hit our forehead here. Be careful not to mess up that fade part that you did earlier, but you definitely want to press that in to the skin. So now that we did that, you should see where you place your concealer at. Now you want to flip your makeup sponge from the concealer side to the foundation side, or if you used a different sponge or makeup brush, you can switch back to the brush that you used to apply your foundation and kind of make sure that you're blending that out. All right, so now we are done blending, I think. My hands can stop hands. So now we're going to do a light contour of the face, and what I like to use is my black opal, what is this? I think this is actually a foundation stick. It looks like this, and I got it in the color Ebony. You can either use a makeup brush to pat into it, or you can like make a line on your face. So my phone cut off again, but I did blend in the contouring part that I just did. I do a light contour. So we're going for a makeup look that is natural, like the makeup no makeup look. If you want to do more, you can. If you want to go lighter, you always can. If you want to skip that step, you always can, okay? We're just enhancing our beauty here. We're not going all out. This isn't a night look or anything like this. This is a day look, a natural beat. So I went ahead and I did my nose, so I'm just going to add just a little bit more, and I'm on the outskirts of my nose here. I like bring that in. Also this, I go towards it, and then I'm just going to pat it because I don't want it to be too dark. But as you can see, it looks really good. Then I just like to go around my forehead just a little to make it seem like my head is actually smaller than what it is, even though it's not. I'm going to use my Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and what I'm going to do is lightly tap into my Sacha Buttercup setting powder just so I have a little here. And I'm going to place this underneath my eyes. We're not going to bake too long, just enough. We're going to actually press it into the skin. So that is done. And then I'm going to actually put a little on my chin just by rolling it. A little in this area here on my lip. Just a smidge on my forehead, because that is the place that I produce a lot of oil in. A little here on the bridge of our nose. Place your concealer. Not concealer, where you place your contour product. We're going to make that little face again and put it underneath it. And drag it down. All right, now we're going to wipe off that powder. I like to start with underneath where I contour my face because I don't want that to stay too long. And the longer you keep it on there, the more you're going to have to like brush it out. So let's start with that, and then you also wipe your chin as you're crossing to the other side. And then we're going to do our face, and the other side of the face, and the forehead, and then we can go back to the face. Since this is where we put the most product in, just wipe. I'm using my Black Radiance Soft Focus Finishing Powder in the color Milk Chocolate Finish, which is 9203. I don't know if it actually goes by numbers, but that's what it says here. This is how it looks like. This is how much I have on there. Shake the excess off, and then see, just like that. So it's like not noticeable, but it still gives you that soft, clean finish to your face. And you're more than welcome to skip this step if you want. Okay, so my phone died. So we're using the ColourPop in Avalon, their highlighter here. Just going to put a little on your fan brush and make sure you hit the high point of your cheeks. As you can see, I naturally have that here. So I'm just gonna smile a little and get that part. See? A little goes a long way. We're going to do our brows, which is what I like to do for myself, especially when the light is hitting you in the right spot. Like you could just see your brows being highlighted. And then we're going to do our nose. And then we're going to use that same brush, turn it, and hit the bridge of our nose. And just a little on our forehead. Just a little, just a little. Little on the chin, on the lips here. And now, last but not least, mascara. You can use any mascara that works for you. I like using Colossal by Maybelline. This is amazing. And I use the Very Black or the black one. And if you like, you can also get there, squiggle it out, shake all of that out. All right, so this is the best my lashes are gonna look. So now we're gonna do our bottom lash here. We're not gonna put a lot. Make sure you don't hit your eye, your actual eye or your eyelid, because we want it to be a light makeup look. Okay, so my phone just keeps dying and whatnot, but this is the finished makeup look here. Use a little chapstick. We're going to line it. If you have brown, you can use brown. I ran out of my brown, but I do want some color in my lips, so I'm going to line my lips with my, I think this is Vino by MAC. So lightly line the bottom of your lips and do the same for the top. And then we're going to use our NYX here. This is the color Madeline for the inside of our lips. This is the look that I always rock when I like to have like a makeup look, but that's not too much. The lip gloss, I would just use regular lip gloss, or I might add color to it, or I might use a neutral lip gloss so you can still see my natural lip colors. This is the look. I hope you enjoyed, and if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also leave a comment for me if you have any questions. Feel free to ask. I'm putting all of the products that I use in this video in the description box below, so make sure you check that out. And also throughout the video, I was mentioning my microblading experience and how to do your eyebrows. Those two links will be in the description box as well. I'm going to finish getting ready, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Until next time, bye. Mwah.